I really think that this is the group that people need to join if they want to give back and they don't know how.
We really have an opportunity to do something that hasn't been done before, and if you think about it, you've had 4,000 people go through this transplant center, and they never have been brought together in a non-clinical environment, and that's what we're trying to do.
I want to give something back to Northwestern, especially since they gave me back my life.
I had a kidney transplant.
I had a liver transplant.
I had a kidney transplant.
I'm the recipient of a liver.
My dad had a liver transplant.
I was a donor for kidney.
I came 700 miles to Northwestern to have my transplant.
You know, the doctors are the best. This is where the best are.
The staff quality is probably the best in the world.
I think I want to give back to Northwestern because they did an outstanding job on me, and their performance historically has been noted as one of the best, and I was fortunate to be one of those patients here at Northwestern.
The ups and the downs and the waiting and the false alarms and everything involved leading up to the actual transplant is scary stuff. And part of the reason that we want to start Transplant Village is for families like mine. So it's for people who are receiving organs, but also for their families, because it would have been nice to have another family who knew what we were going through.
We didn't have anyone to talk to at the time, and that part was difficult. We had social worker, but they hadn't gone through the experience.
I know other people can be helped by my efforts, and whether it's just making people aware of organ donation and transplants and signing up donors, or whether it's trying to help raise funds for the research that needs to happen so that the advances can continue to be made here at Northwestern.
If you look at the funding and how the funding works, and our job is to raise money for this transplant center, the way the funding works is that you have internal funds, you have funds from the NIH and other grants, but in order to get to second base, you have to get a project from A to B before you can ever get it from B to C. And the NIH and your other grants are only going to pick up after you prove some initial success. So it's these private funds that are going to enable that to happen. So you really have the funding sitting on a tripod. And our job with our council is to develop the private funding for the transplant center.
I was so excited to be asked to be part of this community because I felt it was something that I could work with very sincerely and enthusiastically.
If you don't have a way to give back, we can find one for you. Whether it's raising money or participating in one of the programs, there's going to be a way, and you're going to meet some really great people along the way too.